always something on the wall trying to hope that it's fixed. That just...
All right, Don, go ahead and land the plane, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, you know what, bro? If y'all, hey, look, I'm gonna let y'all get to it. If y'all, look.
Don, I'm not being rude to you, Don. Don, I'm not being rude to you, brother. I'm not being rude to you, but Don.
I'm not gonna force it. Hey, look.
Man, I'm trying to speak too, man.
No, hold on, guys. Don, I'm not being rude to you. I am trying to let you land.
This man, yes. You and the other man just spoke about the flesh an hour and a half.
No, I know, but brother, that's the topic of the room, though. That's the topic of the room, though. No, I know you just showed, but Don, hold on real quick. Don, you just
what the verse is within gangsters.
Proverbs 6. Hold on, guys. Listen.
You guys won't even explain.
Don. They don't understand that Proverbs 6 is about the Bloods and the Crips, and I do appreciate you bringing that to light. Now,
About the Bloods and the Crips. No, it's not about the Bloods and the Crips.
Okay. Well, all gangsters.
Andrew, bro.
Yes.
I don't think they had gangsters in like ancient Israel, so I don't think they had a word gangsters.
Yeah, Don.
Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Well, Don, you might want to look at the commentary on Proverbs 6. It typically is not saying that it's talking about like people who do things that are common things about shady people. Like it isn't about like a particular group that's like gangbanging today. And I mean, I know, bud. Don, I do like you, buddy, and I'm really trying to be fair. Okay, go ahead. Finish your con. Go ahead.
Okay. The Bible, I just literally read the verse. Everyone in the house of Israel, or the stranger that serves your hand, look at him.
Let him finish. Mad dog. Finish. Let him finish. He's almost done. Just go ahead, Don.
I know it hurt, bro.
I know. You're cutting him, Bubba. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not trying to cut him. The Christ Spirit's gonna cut through the bone and the fat, through the heart. It says, for everyone of the house of Israel, or the stranger that sojourned in Israel, which separated himself from me, and set up his idol in his heart, I, the Lord, will answer him by myself, and I will set my face against that man, and will make him a sign in the proverb. Then I'm showing y'all the sign in the proverb is on the people today. This particular type of gangbanging is a sign in the proverb that's overtaking them until they're destroyed off the earth, and it's Negroes doing it. And the Antichrist spirit starts in Israel, then it goes out into the world. These Negroes started doing this 70 years ago. Not everybody gangbanging in that type of nature. There are 6 Crips in Japan, 60 Crips in Sweden, bro. Go look it up. So y'all want to deny the power thereof? The Bible said they will, in the last days, they will have a form of God, but they will deny the power thereof. And that's what y'all doing right now because of y'all own hate. And it's sad. So I'm not, if you guys don't want me to bring it out, I'm not going to force bring this information out, bro. Because if you don't love the Lord, when he come back, you have to deal with him, bro.
All right.
Period.
All right.
I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
I appreciate it, Don.
They were black, by the way.
Okay. Is Maccabees Maccabees is he's another one of the heads of the beast that I would love for him to come up. Maccabees, come up here, brother. Come up here.
You know what's actually kind of crazy is that the whole BHI thing seems to be driven by the fact that like these people are actually like racist towards black people, which is pretty wild.
Well, that's it. All right, well that's what's up, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, man? You called me. You need help. You need help moderating or something. You called me up.
I've been wanting this for a while. Anointed, I'm glad you're here, but hold on. I'm sorry, brother. If you could just wait a little longer, because I've been wanting Mark to meet Maccabees. This has been a long awaited.
Yeah, man. I feel a little funny, man. You need help moderating or something?
Well, maybe. But can you first of all, this Edomite wants to. I welcome you. It's always good to see an Israelite. I know the Edomite is in power in here, but I will say to Mario, he is a black man, so it's not completely Edomite ran up here, and Deepak's not white, so don't feel too bad. That being said, Maccabees. I think you're cutting. You're cutting out. You're cutting out, my brother. You're cutting out. Charles, do you wanna make the case, brother?
You know, Andrew, like, not only am I not white, I'm also apparently, according to EAB Kuchi, I might actually be black as well, man. I might actually be an Israelite.
Deepak for melanated.
Deepak.
Yeah, listen, Andrew, if you can hear me, I'm on the highway driving right now.
Yeah, you cut out.
Yeah, man. consider to Mario the same. You know, he's not somebody. He's not somebody who was the one outwardly only, but also what they was like Mario.
Listen, would you be willing, and I'm serious, brother, would you be willing to have a non-confrontational, I've always got along with you, you being an Israelite and me being an Edomite. I think we've always gotten along pretty well. You have abused me a little bit in your rooms, but
I mean,
for the most part,
you a slave, bro. I mean, some of that's, a little expected. but go ahead with your question, man.
I was going to ask you, would you be willing to...
I don't mind at all. I'm driving right now. I have a little time.
Awesome,
you just have to be gracious when my signal goes out. I did.
I appreciate that. Very good. Okay, so Mark just had a conversation with Yahoo. It basically started with Yahoo saying a bunch of stuff against white people, which is okay. That's to be expected. But he called Mark a liar. He gave him a reference to some dude at Penn State that gave him the wrong name. Was rude, overtalked him like 2 or 3 times. Just several things like that. He couldn't do it. He just couldn't maintain decorum and didn't make his case. And I was hoping, Maccabees, that you'd be willing to give the case as to why people should believe today that African Americans are, in fact, the Israelites. Can you just give the case? And Mark, did you want to say?
Well, I would like to dialogue, but actually, Deepak is my spokesperson. So you can.
Are you going to be able to talk anymore, Mark, or are you?
I'll be thinking responses, and I will trust Deepak to be able to divine them.
I honestly, one second.
I just want to clarify, since Mark said this, I assume that I have plenipotentiary powers to concede the debate, right, to the other side if necessary.
This is true. You have that privilege, but it's also a responsibility. You have to.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, since if I have you for another minute, Mark, I'd like to actually advance another argument you might not have heard of that actually might wreck your position, unfortunately, right? Now, if it is the case that the people of your ancestry were the true Israelites,
are you insane?
We would have expected the Erdosh unit, planar unit conjecture to have been solved before now.
Really rubbing salt in the wounds here.
Now, just to be clear, now this is unprecedented, my friends, but an Edomite and an Israelite are co-modding together in this kind of fashion. So I just want to inform everybody this is kind of life-changing. Now,
Edomites and Israelites, united in harmony.
Yeah, they're in harmony. Now, Maccabees, I'm sure all the Israelites are going to come in, my brother. Now, just don't boom the room or kick any mods down. I would appreciate it.
I have no reason to do that.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, man, but I don't know about this whole harmony thing, man. But I think me and the KKK might have been involved, but at the same time, so I can abide it. But, yeah, man, but who am I talking to, Mark?
Well, I guess Deepak, because unfortunately, Mark has to take a break. I will just say this. Let me just say this real quick. Maccabees, so Flava Flav, Elder Wiggins, it may not be Wiggins. I think it was Wiggins, though. I could be wrong on that, so I don't want to misspeak and disparage the man's name, but because I like Wiggins. I like all these guys.
Yeah, you can't talk about Elder Wiggins. That's a close personal friend of mine.
No. I love Wiggins, but let me be clear. So Flava Flav, one other person that might have been Wiggins. I don't want to say that. Maybe it wasn't him. And then this guy, Yahoo Chazad today. They've all had conversations with Mark, and it always ends with these guys over-talking Mark, being rude to him, and just trying to bulldoze the conversation, and then basically do suicide by mob, because they can't defend their positions. And I just want to see somebody who is competent enough to defend it. Okay. Well, no. Can you just make the thumbnail case?
Doesn't it seem like they all say the same thing, though? Like they all just appeal to the same verses and just say, see, this is about black people.
Well, they do the verse thing, but what I want to see them do is deal with the science stuff that Mark brings up, and kind of the stuff that we should
I don't think most of them even care about that. They always just go, the Bible said this, and this Well,
they try to compete
about black people to me.
Yeah. They do try to compete though in the scientific realm, because Mark just was engaging with this guy. He just brought up a zebra study. They gave the wrong name, but some dude at zebra fish study from Penn State, and somehow that's supposed to sustain. What was his point with that?
He finally got around.
Never trust you, clown.
He posted not a study by the guy, but a 4-minute long video where he's summarizing his research. And it might shock you to hear this, but he didn't say what he said it played. There's just 30 seconds where he talks about how light skin is evolutionarily beneficial in northern latitudes like Europe.
Oh my gosh.
With vitamin D production.
So bad, brother. But
Research,
you went a
bro.
different angle.
That's why I call Mark a liar. That's why I call Mark a liar, because
And it's not just Bezos, but the physical AI, or physical model, is going to beat the LLM from everything I've seen on it. But I don't know if you've gone down that route, or if we even want to go down that route right now. So it gets
You know, it's kind of interesting. What I actually conceive of an LLM as, and fundamentally AI is technology. I'm a ham radio operator, right, on top of all the other weird things. So I kind of think of it as a tuner.
Talks about in that paper that the white gene is mutated. He's talking about he talks about the certain gene, but he says mutation, right? And he has other speeches in which the other study that I talked about, when people have said that, oh, everybody had the skin color and all this other stuff, his study disproves that, because he says that the mutation in this gene that determines.
Oh, he's accepting it, Eric. Yeah,
He's accepting it. Let him keep it.
No.
Well, I don't know if you're in Spanish, but
Well, I live in like the neighborhood known as Alpine.
by Blueberry, right?
Yeah, by Blueberry.
Blueberry Hill, yeah.
Yeah, Alpine by Blueberry Hill.
What's
Carbless tortilla.
Mm-hmm. You got me hooked to the cottage cheese game, so I was.
But what topics are you typically going to go listen to? You just going into the crash out rooms, or like what do you do?
It just depends. I like to talk about. I go into a lot of the MAGA rooms, or when we get the Christian rooms that are saying like, oh, what about this, and we debating the Israelites with this or that, or I guess I wouldn't call it